Welcome to the second episode of the City Boys Show. Woo! Second episode, let's do it. I'm Javier. This is Danny, my brother.
Yo.
So, what do we got going on now? We got Spotify now.
We got Spotify. We got it up on Spotify, iTunes, of course, YouTube.
We got the TikTok for the you youngsters out there.
Facts, B.
We're getting old, bro.
But also, we're trying to get on all platforms. Please subscribe wherever you listen.
Yes. And for the fans on YouTube, we appreciate y'all. I saw you Chop Cheese giving us love out there. Love it. And we're going to look out for him. He says he wears his Chop Cheese jersey every time to the game.
Home game, we got to find you. Maybe we could sneak in a Chop Cheese, make it happen, get a picture. That'll be fire. Also, on Reddit, my boy mentioned he hated the green scarf, so we got rid of the green. That's green scarf. Sorry for cursing. Sorry to the children. But green scarf is gone.
All right, I'm sad about the green scarf.
No, but we got the new kit here.
So we got the new kit. You did an unboxing on TikTok.
I did.
What did you think of the new kit?
Well, first of all, shout out to Wifey for the TikTok video of the unboxing. That was fire. And I was like, that's how you know I got a young wife, because that looked really good on TikTok. But also, I like the box. You know, first of all, it looked sharp. The orange box. The scarves, I love being a 2022 City member.
Yo, the memebers. I hear we're getting something. They might be delivering some type of new scarf, some type of new something for all the people who got their members scarves.
You know what? I like being a member. You know, we've been members for a few years now, and I think it's because we have a large Hispanic community. It was kind of a Spanish accent thing that they added there. So I'm a fan of the 2022 City members.
I like it too. And you said the box was orange. That gets us into the conversation of the new kits.
Yes.
What do you think of the new kits? Are they fly? The Thunderbolt, I mean, what's going on with the little Thunder? I know it's the Bolt kit. It's just a little weird, but I will say the players look good in it.
The players look good in it. At first, I saw it. I said, I don't love it. I don't hate it. I'm like in the middle. Then I saw Tati wearing it on Instagram, and I said, okay.
Granted, Tati's pretty fly and can make a lot of things.
Yeah,
cool,
exactly. So my thing is that if Tati wears it, it's fire. Am I gonna buy it? I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that.
Unless you just want to give us free jerseys, NYCFC, we'll take it.
We're looking out for you, NYCFC. That's a target at you. Get us those free kits.
Remember, we 2022 members.
Let's go. All right, moving on. LA Galaxy versus NYCFC. We saw our squads wearing their kits. What did you think of the game? It was a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. It's the first game of the season, right? No one freak out. No one lose their minds, right? We've been on the road for 2 months now?
I hear we've been only home for like 4 days.
4 days in the past month or two?
Yeah.
It's insane. We've had a grueling schedule. Our competition's been a lot different, right? We've been playing those CONCACAF matches.
Yeah.
And those have been the competition I don't think was as tough as the games we just had.
For sure. You could see the complete difference in the game. I mean, we were bringing the ball up so easy against I forget the team's name. I apologize, but the CONCACAF team we played.
Exactly. And I think it kind of hit us hard. But I think even though with that chalk, I think we played well. You know, I know we had some opportunities. I think where we were not strong was on, the wings, kind of in a way.
Yeah.
I thought Gray, he's been clutch for the team in the playoffs, but today he looked like he had a tough game. You know, he had that missed pass to Chanel, and if Cabre was a little smarter, they would have gotten a goal there. And then on top of that, Amundsen had some pretty, he could play too aggressively, try to get some interceptions, and then they end up, going across the pitch. So we lost 1-0. We could have lost worse than that. But we also had good moments, and you're the positive person. Tell me what you thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, you said we could have lost worse. I think we could have won, to be honest with you. There was times where we had some big opportunities. Early in the game, we had Magno with a header straight there. Later in the game, we had Castellanos with a huge opportunity to do another header as well. And then, I mean, the last moment of the game, we had Hebed with that almost so close to a goal. Beautiful pass, but I believe it was Parks, if I'm not mistaken. But Parks, you kind of messed this up too, because then you had that turnover that gave Chicharito the opportunity to score. So it was a give and take. We had good moments, and I think those moments could have been the difference between us winning and losing. So it was that kind of game for us. But towards the end of that game, we had opportunities that could have done it. And honestly, I think they outplayed us the first half, but in the second half, we really came back strong.
Agreed. And Hebed, man, so close. Seeing him almost score a goal, oh, it almost made my day. But we'll get him next time.
So who would you say had the best moment of the? Oh, who was the best player of the game for us?
I think easily Maxi Morales. I think he was facilitating that ball. He had some great plays on defense too.
Yeah.
Where he was like, "I'm a veteran. You're not gonna get past me." And I think he gave us the best chance to score. He had some beautiful passes.
Yeah.
That beautiful pass to Tati, and Tati missed a header by like an inch. That was all Maxi, and so I think Maxi was the player of the game.
Yeah, it's like Maxi turned back the time. Dude looked super young. I mean, first game of the season, so he better look fresh. But, I mean, he really did turn back the time. He looked good out there. But I would say that Thiago coming off the bench, you could feel the intensity of the game completely change. I mean, the way he moved with that ball, he got past two defenders, I think, at one point, and then hit a pass to Maxi right near the goalpost. He brings a different dynamic to the game. And one thing I would say that I wish I would have seen is if they left Thiago, if they subbed in Thiago and left Magno in instead of take out Santi and left Magno and Thiago, I think that would have been a better combo. I mean, we've seen it in the CONCACAF game. Those two together, they can be electrifying. Moving on to what's gonna happen with Vancouver against NYCFC. What I've seen against these two teams is first, Vancouver in their first game had a rough outing. They had a red card in the 56th minute. Kind of already had. I mean, they were already down at that point. They lose 4-0 to Columbus, and it was a tough loss for them. I mean, it was 56 possession to 44%. They had only 7 shots and 0 were on target on goal. It was a rough outing for them, and I think that's going to play a huge impact into going into their game against NYCFC. I know they didn't have their main goal scorer in Brian White, who was their leading scorer last year. Do you think he's the key player for them, and do you think he changes dynamic when he comes against NYCFC?
I definitely think Brian White's going to make a huge difference. I think the loss of possession. I think the shot's not on target. I think a lot of that came from not having Brian White. My understanding is he should be back for this game.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to make a big difference. I think they're going to win. I'll let you know later. But I do think it won't be as lopsided as it was against the Columbus Crew. Who do you think the key player of the game is going to be on the NYCFC side?
I'm gonna go Thiago, just like we talked about earlier, and I think he starts. I think he should start this game. To be honest with you, he's I don't know why he's coming off the bench. I know he can get a little erratic with his possession sometimes, but we've seen him be a playmaker. So I think you have Thiago in that position, and I think it's gonna be better for NYCFC.
Thiago replacing who?
Santi.
Yeah,
I think we could get Santi in the middle if we wanted, but I'd prefer to have Thiago in instead of Santi, just to try it out. I don't think it'll hurt us to give Thiago a start instead of having him off the bench.
You know, I like Thiago. I think he's dynamic. I think he is the most dynamic player we have on the team. But I think he reminds me a little bit of like Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant, right? Where he plays one-on-one really well. He can cut a few dudes and just get past them on his own. But when it comes to facilitating, he's not the guy. And so I think that's why he comes off the bench. I think the lineup that they have now with Tati as striker, Magno, Santi, and Maxi works. I think the ball flows a lot better. And I think Thiago kind of brings that energy when the guys on the team have lost energy. So either Thiago needs to, step up that part of his game because he's not striker, or I think he still comes off the bench.
So if you don't think Thiago is going to be a key player of the game, who do you think
100% Maxi Moralez. I mean, Maxi Moralez, every game shows that he is the reason the ball flows as well as it does. He just knows who to pass it to, when to pass it, when to play offense versus when to play defense. He's just, he's 35 now. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Maxi.
And I think he just, when he plays well, the team plays well.
I agree. He's the facilitator of the team. He always brings. He knows where to be. He knows where to send the ball. He's always in the right position, to be honest, and he's always opening up the field for other players. So Maxi is a huge part of our success, and there's no denying that. So my starting 11 prediction for our game against the Vancouver Whitecaps is we got to go Johnson, Gray, Chanot, Callens, Amundsen. Then we have Alfredo Morales, Acevedo. And instead of Rodriguez, I'm going Thiago. Thiago's bringing that heat next game. Maxi, Talis Magno, and then Castellano at our striker position. What do you think of that?
Ooh, I think there's 2 changes here. I think we gotta keep Santi in there. I disagree.
I don't agree with that.
Thiago in. I heard, but
why don't we have Santi come off the bench? I don't understand why we think Santi should be our main starter.
Santi knows how to pass the ball. He knows how to be there. He can play. He has better chemistry with the team versus Thiago. I think Thiago's just not there yet.
You said there's a second change. What's that second change?
I think I'd replace Acevedo with Parks if Parks is healthy. He looked good. He looked good today. Why can't he start?
I mean, yeah, he looked good for the guy who gave us a turnover that led to a Chicharito score. I just don't think Parks is all the way there yet. So I think you keep Acevedo, or you can even go Zalam, to be honest with you. But I don't think Parks can fully play a 90-minute game right now.
Cool. I don't think it's Zalam. I think it's like Zalalo. But I think that works too. But no, I don't know. I disagree.
Says the guy who says Dahlia.
We gotta somebody Google that later. Correct in the comments which way you say his name.
And it's FIFA prediction time again.
Woo! FIFA prediction.
So FIFA got it wrong the first game. I mean,
they did.
They said 2-2. It was 1-0.
Although it almost ended in a draw, like they predicted.
A fair point.
And if strikers would have striked, it would have been 2-2 maybe.
Strikers would have striked. All right, let's go into the game. NYCFC at Vancouver Whitecaps. Early in the 12th minute, they're attacking, and boom! Shot to Sean Johnson, who saves it.
Always saving it.
Oh, he's pissed. Oh, he's real pissed.
Come on, guys.
NYCFC passing on their side of the pitch. They go to Maxi. He shoots. Oh my gosh, such a close opportunity.
Later in the game, second half, 66 minutes, Whitecaps are pushing forward. Sean Johnson with a big save.
Whoop! Oh!
Johnson's already played a huge game, 2 saves, and then he just couldn't do it, man.
Boo! The bells, boo!
NYCFC lose 1-0.
And we got a new segment for you guys. It is Betting with Buzz. Let's go, Buzz.
Let's go, Buzz.
Buzz
Welcome,
right here. Whoop, whoop. How you feeling?
Feeling great. Feeling a little bit better if NYCFC came up with the win this first week against the LA Galaxy. But first and foremost, I just want to represent the 2022 scarf of the #1 fan club in the league. The third rail, and let's coming up into the second week of the season. We have NYCFC on the road going against the Vancouver Whitecaps, coming off of a 4-0 loss, an absolute beating to the Columbus Crew.
Beat down.
Bad beating. And now we have our NYCFC, unfortunately, coming off of a unlucky 1-0 loss on the road. I think this week we take NYCFC to come back strong.
Yep.
A 2-0 win on NYCFC. Take the +110. Right now, I believe Vancouver's at +235 in early betting. That's for the losers. Take the plus 110 NYCFC. Let's go, City Boys.
Let's go, City Boys. Does it say you're a meme bro on that scarf, though?
It does not. It does not. Third
Missing
rail
out.
with the star for that first
Oh,
championship.
that's fire,
fire.
actually. I got to become a third rail member. I'm sorry, third rail. Get there soon.
All right, so what do we think the final prediction is going to be against the Vancouver Whitecaps?
You know, I think Brian White or no Brian White, I think we got the offensive power to score. And we got some vented up scores after that LAFC game. So I think the boys are going to win it.
Let's go.
2-0.
I like it. I'm going to go even more of a dominant performance. Look, we should have scored more. We should have scored a goal against LA Galaxy. And I think we're going to take on that chip on our shoulder and say, all right, it's time to really bring it this game. I'm going 3-0 NYCFC. Let's go, you boys in blue.
Woo! That's all that Thiago inside the lineup. That's got him thinking 3-0.
Thiago's going to dominate. I feel it. Guys, if you liked the video, please comment, like, subscribe. We love all the love coming on YouTube. Appreciate you guys watching.
Again, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, movie theaters. We're everywhere. Like us everywhere.
Not movie theaters. Don't
Nah.
listen to this guy.
In the Yonkers, there's one movie theater. There's a little guy I know. We're in that movie theater.
You're not in Yonkers, bro. You in this bougie lifestyle. This guy really is clowning himself.
Peace. Dudes.